We have team coverage tonight as we work to unravel what happened today and get reaction to it. WFMY News 2's Nixon Norman heard from a teacher and neighbors.
This is where two teenagers died in a shootout in broad daylight. 5 others were wounded, and now law enforcement is slowly leaving and things are slowly returning to normal, but that's not providing much comfort for families on edge. Emotions are swirling across the city of Winston-Salem tonight, but the lack of feeling anything at all stands out the most.
I even had a friend today that she drove past it and she said, "I'm so numb, this should have hurt."
Michaela Snyder used to work at Mount Tabor in Jefferson Middle across the street from the park. She was working at Jefferson during the deadly shooting at Tabor back in 2021. Today, she picked up her daughter from Jefferson as they were in secure status during a deadly shooting investigation at Leinbach Park.
I have never missed those educators more than I did today. It was hard for me to stand on the other side of the pickup line today and not want to jump into action and help those educators out.
A Jefferson student shared her thoughts as she learned of the shooting.
I was scared because I didn't know if it was at a different school. My sister is at a school nearby here, so I was scared if it were for her. It was at her school. I was nervous if it was at our school. I didn't know, but then I figured out that it was at Leinbach Park, and I was still scared because that's right across the street from our house, but luckily nobody was home. And I think everyone was pretty panicked.
A couple of houses down lives Glenda Works, who heard multiple gunshots.
One of the police officers said, "You were just doing what normal people do in the morning, getting up and strolling around the house, and here this happens." I said, "Yeah, I know."
She says this brings up memories of Mount Tabor as she struggles to comprehend what's happening.
The people involved in this should have been in school or at home doing what they need to be doing instead of out doing what they did.
Many wonder, when is enough enough? For Snyder, it should have been back in 2021 with Tabor.
It should have been enough, was enough, and unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be an issue.
Still, most everyone can agree when it comes to teenagers and gun violence, it's a complex situation that requires a complex solution. Both Snyder and Works believe Chief Penn is doing all he can do to cut down on violent crimes, especially among kids, hoping that parents and guardians take a more proactive role in knowing where your children are at all times. In Winston-Salem, Nixon Norman, WFMY News 2.